Oh boy, that game was very entertaining. Very entertaining. All right, before I get into this video, don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe to this video. Please comment after the video is complete. Please smash those likes and don't forget to hit the notification bell on top of this video. All right, let's go ahead and begin. Or do I know where to begin? To be honest with you, um, the Cowboys suffered another blowout at home, 34-10, by the Houston Texans, who were 6-4 coming into the game, which are now 7-4 with the win. The Cowboys dropped to 3-7. They playoff hopes, and we know it's dwindling. But I tell you this, 7 wins don't mean anything because the Cowboys can string off a string of wins and wind up having the winning record despite the 7 loss. But I'll tell you this, if they lose the next game, they complete their playoff hopes is pretty much drowned for that matter. I really don't know where to begin, like I said earlier in this video, but I'm gonna go ahead and get with the statistics of this game because this is what matters the most. Let me see, get back to it. Oh, here we go. No, not there. Overview. Back to overview. Here we go. Let me see. Press that. Okay. I mean, this was probably one of the most. This is actually really sad. Okay, here's the team stats. Total yards between both teams. Cowboys had 388 yards total offense, and the Houston Texans had no, I'm sorry, not total. Yeah, total yards, and the Houston Texans had 391 total yards. Passing yards 250 for them, and 324 for the Cowboys. Rushing yards go to Houston Texans with 141. They had 64 yards per play, 6.5, 4.9. 4.9. Oh my God, that's sad. That's really sad. First downs. Cowboy had the most first downs compared to their 20 first down. Third down efficiencies. Cowboys was 5 for 15, and Houston Texans were 3 for 12. Fourth down efficiencies. Cowboys were 0 for 4, and Houston Texans were 1 for 2, which means they went for it 3 times, but only got 1. And they got stopped by all 4. I mean, two or 3. Total yards, 60 yards for the Houston Texans, 79 yards for the Cowboys. Sacks allowed. The Cowboys, Houston Texans got 5 sacks, and Houston Texans only got 1 sack against the Cowboys. No, I'm sorry, 1 sack against them. I'm sorry. Punts. Cowboys had 2 punts. They had 4 punts. Penalties. Both teams were tied with the most penalties, 9 for 9, and the Texans only had 3 more penalties than them, 66, 69. Fumbles. Cowboys got 1 fumble, and Cowboys had a fumble, but it was recovered by the Houston Texans. And interceptions, both teams threw interceptions, but the most yards combined, the yards per time possession actually, 29.23 for the Cowboys, 30.37 for Houston Texans. So the yards, the way the Houston Texans score, you think they would have more time possession than the Cowboys would. It should be 39 or 40 time possession to the Cowboys, 29. So that's how I see that in that trajectory. But let me see player stats. Here we go. Oh man, C.J. Stroud had for 23 or 34 for 257 yards, one score. 1 INT, no touchdowns. The rushing yards go to Joe Mixon, who scored all the team. Most of the teams touchdowns. He was 20 for 109 yards, 5.5 yard average, 3 touchdowns. Stroud was 26, 8.7 average, no score. Dale was 1 for 4 for 40, 1 for 4 for 4.0, no touchdowns. And Pierce with 1 for 2, 2.0, no score. Receiving go to Collins, who was 4 receptions for 54 yards, 13.5 average, no score. Dale with 4 for 54, 13.5, no score. So you had 2 players with the same amount of touches and yards. Dix with 2 for 44, 22.0, no score. Schultz was 5 for 33, 6.6, no score. Mechie was 3 for 23, 3 for 33, 11.0, no score. Stover was 2 for 15, 7.5, no score. Rashard Woods, I wonder where he went to. So he's in Houston. Had 2 for 13 yards, 6.5, no score. Rashard Woods was a former first round draft pick. I don't understand how he get less yards. And this guy named Ogo Bowley, whatever his name is, with 1 for 11.0, no score. Defense, here we go. This why, like I said, I'm a defensive minded dude, so I'm thinking with defense here. Tui 2-0. I forgot. I remember. I know who that dude is. That dude played at University of Tennessee. He was 1 tackle, 1 assist, no sacks, interception, going in that order. Holman was 6-0-0-0. Petrie was 4-5-0-0. Arshir was 4-4-0-0. Hunter was 4-0, 2 sacks, 0. Archery was 3-1, 1 sack, 0. White was Devin White with 3-1-0. Henson with 2-1-0. And Settle Jr. 2-0, 1 sack, 0. And Okuda, that's the linebacker. That's the linebacker. From a first round draft pick linebacker with 2-0-0-0. Stingley with 2-0-0, 1 interception. And Edwards with 1-1-0-0. And they're going on down here. Ward was 1-1-0-0. Derek Barnett was 1-0-0. Then 1-0-1-0. And Bullock was 1-0-0-0. Hewitt was 1-0-0-0. Mechie was 1-0-0-0. Horton was 0-2-0-0. Hinish was 0-1-0-0. Hughes was 0-1-0-0. Phillips was 0-1-0-0. And Shrubs and Tugali both on with 0-0-0. Okay. Kick returns. Rashard Woods with 1 for 21 yards, 21.0 average, no touchdowns, and Pierce with 1 for 5, 5.0, 0. They had no punts. Kicking goes to Fairbaum. He was 2 for 2, 100 yards. 33 was the long, 10 points. And Townsend was 4 for 210 yards, a 52.5 average, and 3 inside the 20. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay, now on to the Cowboys, who was sad and pathetic as usual. Okay, let's go ahead and start with Rush. Cooper Rush was 32 for 55, 354 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and Angler was 1 for 1, 4-0-0. Rushing goes to Dow, the rookie running back Dow, who hasn't been much of anything this season, but he's trying his best. 10 for 28, 2.8, 0. Vaughn was 4 for 13, 3.20. Lamb was 1 for 13, 13.00. Elliott was 1 for 8.0. And Rush was 2 for 2, 1.00. That's horrible. That's horrible when you don't got a running back that had 50 yards or more. That's really, really sad. Receiving. Lamb was 8 for 93 yards. He cranked on later. He cranked on in the fourth quarter. 8 for 93 yards, 11.6 average, no touchdown. Turpin was 3 for 86 yards, 28.71 score. He scored the only touchdown in the game. Schoonmaker was 6 for 56, 9.3, no score. Fan Ford was 442, 10.5, no score. Tolbert was 2 for 21, 10.5, no score. And Flowermo, whatever his name is, 2 for 19, 9.5, no score. Elliott, 3 for 16, 5.3, no score. Ferguson, 1 for 11, 11.0, no score. Dauber was 2 for 6, 3.0, no score. Thomas, 1 for 4. And Vaughn, 1 for 4, 4.0, 0, 0, between both of them. And Mingo was 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. That's sad. All right, defense. Tay Diggs, 6 tackles, 0 assists, 0, 0. Kendricks with 5-3, 0, 0, 0. Butler with 5-0, 0, 0. Overshawn with 4-1, 0, 0. Hooker with 3-5, 0, 1 interception. Wilson with 3-2, 0, 0. Makumu, whatever his name is, with 2-2, 0, 0. Smith with 2-2, 0, 0. And Akazawa, his name is, with 2-0, 1 sack, 0. Goldston was 1-2, 0, 0. Let's see. Lufau with 1-2, 0, 0. Him and Goldston got the same tackle in the 6 ratio there. Thomas with 1-1, 0, 0. Watkins with 0-2, 0, 0. Parsons was 0-1, damn. It was 0-1, 0, 0. Ferguson was 0-0, 0, 0. Hall was 0, 0, 0. Johnson 0, 0, 0. And Vogel 0, 0, 0. Turpin with 2 for 56 yards on kick returns, 28.0, no score, no punting. Kicker was 1 for 2, 50 points, 50.0 points. It was Aubrey. 53 with the long point, 4 points. And Angler with 2 for 82 yards, 41.01 inside the 20. That just goes to show how sad this Cowboy team has gotten over time. Because see, when you're this bad, you're bad. And you talk a lot of trash. And when you talk a lot of trash, you get trash. And AT&T has a new name. It stands for All Talk and Trash. Something I made up myself. I really did. I took a short thought and I thought about it. All talk and trash. That's what they are at this particular time. And 34 points. The Eagles put up the team. See, the Eagles. See, it wasn't just the Eagles and the Texans. It's been several teams this season that put up 30 points over on the Cowboys defense. When you are dead, when you almost dead last in rushing, when you almost dead last in passing and defense, on passing defense and rushing defense, you ain't going very far. You're really not. And the same can be said for the Cowboys offense. The Cowboys offense has been slow all season. It really has. And that's why you're 3-7, because you're bad on defense and you're bad on offense. Your quarterback is out for the rest of the year because he had a torn muscle inside his hip, and which is a hamstring, but it's a torn hamstring in many terms. But it's a name for it, where you had 2 pieces of your muscle. They showed it during the halftime. He had 2 pieces of muscle torn from the back of his leg that he had to have surgery to put back in place. So he'll be out for 6 to 8 months going to next year. They say he'll be back by training camp. So that's really, really bad when you're about to be almost dead last in the NFC, and you're gonna want with a top 10 NFL draft pick in next year's draft. Because that's what it's looking like. And they go and they need offensive line help. That's what they really need, because you got Zach Martin, who they showed got hurt later into the game. He didn't come back, and then you had your young your left tackle, who was third, who was also who was a third round pick in his third year, and was in the Pro Bowl last year. He got hurt, so the Cowboys got a lot of injuries up front, and it's really sad. I mean, I don't like seeing players get hurt, because it's NFL, players get hurt all the time. So I can't really say anything bad about those guys, because Zach Martin's a future Hall of Fame right guard. He's going back to the Hall of Fame. So, and because he's been leaving 11, 12 years in this game. 2014 draft pick, 24, 10 years. He's been in the league 10 years. This, and I'm sorry, 11 years. It's 11 years in the league. And he's a free agent after this season. So I don't think he come back to Texans. I don't think he come back to Texans. I think he gonna leave via free agent to another team that had a chance to give him a championship ring. He might go. He might go either the Chiefs, or the Dallas could sign him, or entertain him. I mean, the Eagles could sign him. Entertain him. What might happen? So we'll see what happens there with Zach Martin. But the Cowboys is going to rebuild the offensive line next year, because they need to rebuild offensive line before they even draft a running back in next year, in the year following draft. So we'll see what goes on there. But overall, this was a sad game, but a happy game for the Eagles, because we ain't got to worry about them. But it's a pathetic game for them Cowboys, and a good game for the Texans to get back to 7-4 after losing the week before. So let me know what you guys think about this statistic situation with the Dallas Cowboys. Because to me, it's funny that they lost, but it ain't funny when you lose players. And so that's the situation with that. But man, it was not a good game for them. Again, that's the score right there, 34-10. These are the stats. Hope you understand where I'm going and coming from. And so I'm going to end the video on a great note. I am the Almighty Green Talons. And to watch the Cowboys lose was funny, but for them to lose players was not funny. So that's one thing I don't like, is seeing players get hurt. But like I said earlier in the video, it's the NFL. Injuries do occur. It's all about keeping yourself healthy through 17 games of the season. So sometimes you can, sometimes you can't do it. Depending on how things go. And most teams that loses, have a losing record, lose key players in key situations. And in that situation, it's their offense. So again, I'm out of here, y'all. You guys enjoy your Monday night thumping of the Cowboys getting thumped by the Houston Texans, who own the all-time series against them. They beat them in 2002, their inaugural season, and been beating them ever since. So I'm out, y'all. You guys enjoy your day, and I'm out.